Gloucestershire needed only one session on the last day of their LV County Championship match with Kent in Bristol to complete an emphatic 290-run win, their first victory of the season. That in spite of a career-best performance with the bat from Ben Harmison. It was really a case of when rather than if at the start of the final day, with Kent resuming on 165 for 5 in pursuit of a nigh-on impossible target of 582. Harmison began the day on 66 with Sam Billings on 51, and these two soon took their overnight partnership of 96 into three figures and looked to bat on for a long time on another delightful day in Bristol. Harmison started well, although he did have one moment of fortune with the ball coming off the back of his bat and flying over the slips rather than to them. With the pitch still playing very well and Billings also reeling off some lovely drives, those in the visitors' dressing room perhaps dared to dream that their side could earn an unlikely draw in this match. 43 more runs were added by these two in the first 12 overs of the day, the partnership between Billings and Harmison moving on to 139. Matt Taylor was the man to break the stand with a ball which did enough to get through Billings on 67 at the time and to remove his middle stump. It was just what Gloucestershire needed. And it was followed up with a wicket with the very next delivery. Adam Ball edging Taylor behind to sub-keeper Cameron Herring. The news was not good for Gloucestershire that Gareth Roderick, who played so well in this match, has broken the same finger that kept him out of the first 6 weeks of the season. Mitch Claydon successfully negotiated the hat-trick ball, but the damage had really been done now by Taylor, with the Gloucesters just 3 wickets away from a victory their play has certainly deserved. Harmison was on 89 at the fall of those 2 wickets, and some crafty shots for 4 took him to within one more scoring shot of what would be just the 600 of his first-class career, one which has seen him bat 107 times overall. It had been an excellent knock from the 28-year-old, and no one could deny him a 3-figure score now. He guided this ball from Tom Smith through square cover for his 19th boundary to reach his 100 off 175 deliveries. Having come in with his team in big trouble on 24 for 3, he should be congratulated for his efforts and his strength of character. Incidentally, 2 of his 600s came in his first 2 first-class matches, so they have been rather infrequent since then. Gloucestershire were kept waiting for 7 more overs for their next wicket as Claydon and Harmison batted soundly. Harmison went past his Kent best of 106 made against this same opposition last year and his career best of 110 made on his Durham debut. He lost Claydon at the other end with a total on 243. Michael Klinger with the simple catch at mid-on off the bowling of Smith. Claydon was out for 15, but Harmison kept going in partnership now with Adam Riley. Will Gidman was struck for a couple of rare boundaries off his bowling as this pair just frustrated the home attack for a while in adding 28 runs in 13 overs, the second new ball initially not doing any damage. The morning session was added to allow Gloucestershire to finish the game off, and that just about happened when Harmison played James Fuller off the back foot into the hands of Klinger again. Harmison departed a proud man, having made 125. Last man Doug Bollinger and Riley were then able to play a few shots before the game was inevitably ended with a big home win. Bollinger was able to make his highest score as a Kent player of 14, as these two took the total to 291, the kind of score that, had it been made in the first innings, would have changed the complexion of this match completely. Bollinger isn't used to batting for any length of time, and he was caught a nasty blow at the non-striker's end, which also denied Riley a boundary. There was probably some amusement value in this moment too. The Australian was back on his feet to throw the kitchen sink at this ball from Taylor. Benny Howell took the catch in the deep, and Kent were all out for 291, which gave Gloucestershire a very comfortable victory by 290 runs. It was a fine performance from the home side, who took 21 points for their first win of the season in all competitions. For Kent, this was a second defeat, having also lost in Worcester. They had to make do with just 3 points. Kent meet Worcestershire again in Tunbridge Wells from Sunday, while Gloucestershire next head to bottom team Derbyshire, also starting on Sunday.